Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to reality. So, my partner, my friend, my brother, my co host, my everything, Mr.
Alexander Yamin, thank you for this introduction.
Yes, sir.
We are here finally.
Finally,
We spoke about this moment for years.
years and years.
We have not done it up until now,
Yes, sir.
but I'm glad we did. Never too late. Never too
Never,
late.
never.
Too late. I feel like this has been in the making for a while, but I guess we need to go back so that we can explain to our audience where it all started.
Exactly. And funny enough, the way we came up with this kind of idea of doing a podcast is because me and Alex have been friends for years now. And we'll get to that. We'll see the exact number of years when we
Yeah.
talk about how did we end up as friends. And
As we trace back, yeah.
exactly. And every time we had a talk, it always goes so deep and we discuss a lot of things about different stuff about life. And then here we are. And we're like, let's make a podcast. And we are going to make a podcast. The main objective of this podcast, as me and Alex spoke and decided that my network and Alex's network, and we are revolved around many influential people with different backgrounds and different career paths. We decided that we want to make a podcast in which we can share value and knowledge to the audience. And we relate it to ourselves. I mean, we always like to seek knowledge and gain information online and on the best platform. I mean, YouTube. That's the best platform where you can find such knowledge. And this is the main purpose of this channel, is to provide knowledge, entertainment, and just fun for people to actually use their time wisely and on some good informative things online. And maybe when you're doing your cardio or your 45-minute Stairmaster, you can be watching us as well. So that's that. Okay, as Mr. Alexander the Yamin said, trace back. Let's. Would you like to start about what we are, or we start about how?
Let's start with how we met. So we met.
Okay.
What was that? I think it was back in 2018, was it? Or 19? Can't recall exactly the year.
Yeah, I think 18.
I think 18, yes.
Yes.
What was it? We were on a flight.
Yeah.
Was it Sydney? Wait, where was it?
No, you were in Chicago.
Chicago flight. You're right. It was a
Yes.
U.S. flight. You're right. It was a
Back
Chicago.
to Abu Dhabi.
100%.
Yes.
And then I remember, yeah, we started speaking randomly. I forgot what was the reason. And then I was like, "Where are you from?" And you're like, "I'm Lebanese." Like, no way.
We're
And
like,
then, yeah, we
you know,
started,
that Lebanese.
that Lebo love right there.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, ever since we exchanged numbers
Yes,
and we've met
yes.
up a few times and
Yes.
realized, you know, we share similar passions. And yeah, it started from there.
Yeah.
And Corona hit, I remember.
Yes.
You've lost your job, I remember.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I was a crew, by the way.
Yes.
Alex was my passenger, and I was the crew.
Yeah, here we go.
And he
Yeah.
was sitting opposite to my crew jump seat. So I was on
Oh,
the jump
yeah.
seat, and he was sitting on the exit on the exit seats with the legroom space. He was sitting opposite to me. So I'm like, okay, this guy's cool, you know. And then we took off, and then I remember I started giving you chocolates and Oreos and stuff.
Started
I'm like, he's
throwing at me
Lebanese.
stuff.
I'm like, I need to hook up my, you know, my brother. So, and then yeah, we exchanged numbers, and then I lost my job.
Yeah.
Corona happened, and then
Corona
how did we
happened.
link up in Corona?
I remember
It was
every-
Dubai Mall.
Yeah, I think it was there. We were discussing because most people were started to fear, you know,
Yes.
Corona, and there might be
Yeah.
a shutdown.
Exactly.
And then once the shutdown actually happened, I remember obviously everybody was either working remotely or not working. You know,
True.
unfortunately lost
True.
their jobs.
True.
So we kicked it off from there, where we're like, you know what? Let's go shoot.
Yes.
You know, let's take videos randomly here and there. You know, let's build up. You know,
Yeah.
an
Alex was
Instagram
on the path of the fighting career.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. As well, that's true. And actually, the coach Yasser at the time was telling me, you know what, Alex, you should build your profile. And I wasn't much into. Remember, I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
much into
into,
social media or
at
any
all,
of that. Like,
at
I
all.
really didn't care about it.
Yeah.
And then until Coach Yasser, yeah, he was telling me, he was like, if you wanna, you know, fight and get into the fight game, you know, you should.
You need to
know,
build up your social media.
social media and all. And I was like, you know what, you're right. I think the time has come. So yeah, and I remember you had like 30,000 followers or what
Yes,
have
yeah,
you,
yeah.
and you already knew your stuff. So I was like, Rakan, all right, man, you gotta explain to me all this. What's going on here? How does this work? And then you're like, here we go.
Yes.
That's what we should do. And I think that's how our journey kick-started.
Yeah, I mean that was the best phase.
Oh
I mean
yeah.
of my life, and I believe Alex's
Oh
life
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
It was Corona. There's not much, nothing much to do, so we
No.
were chilling literally 24/7. Technically, I mean we did everything: training, shooting, every other day, doing things, and yeah, it was a good
It
phase.
was a good phase.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then later on, we jumped into the fight game and what have you. We continued, our journeys into real estate,
yes,
and
yes,
then now you're doing well for yourself, as well, which
yeah.
glad to see you here.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
we're family now. I mean, I
yeah,
got to meet Alex's family. Alex got
as
to meet
well.
my
That is
family.
true. Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
bonded, and it's been like what now? Wait,
I can't. Fuck.
like 20, 20,
Close
24.
8 years. We're entering our 8th year right now.
Oh,
You know what they say, right, in psychology? They go like,
yeah,
if you're friends for over 7 years, then it's a definite friendship for life. So here we go.
it's stamped, done, it's sealed.
It's sealed.
That's great. What got you to be here on this podcast today?
Well, go
Why
on to
why
the
why did you
podcast.
decide you want to do this? What's your goal of doing this?
The goal here really is to show people their different walks of life through their lens. Like, I'm sure everyone has a perspective in life, regardless if some see it as, a good thing, a bad thing, or it could be a scientifical, accomplishment. It could be any kind of thing. I feel like there is a lot of superficial achievers in this world that have masked true accomplishments via social media. What we see, what people post and stuff, really hasn't benefited mankind if you really think about it. And like, I feel like if we can strip these layers of superficial things that we see on our day-to-day basis and look at the essence of what life is really about, we could live a better life after all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like through our podcast, we can show people in different walks, different industries, different experiences. And if you notice, like, because we have already started, actually, this is our 4th podcast, just FYI.
FYI.
We did, yeah, because like, we're like, let's get into it. Let's
We
get
got
people
to, we
into
got
it.
to.
We got too excited, So we jumped into it. We're like, we need to do one, me and Rakan first, right?
Yes.
So here we are, and each one shows us from their eyes and experiences. Like, if you notice in the first 3 episodes when we asked for their advice, it's quite unique to
True.
to hear it from each one, because each one has their own experiences, right? Some of them maybe could be like, let's say Anthony, remember, like he was talking about how AI is where it's gonna lead and what's gonna do and all of that. It's mind blowing from looking at the world from an overall sense,
True.
right? From your day to day life, and then you have someone like Fawz that's all about investments in crypto and opportunities within the market, and then her advice based on her experiences and her personal life at the end of the podcast. And so be it with as well Just Wills. He was also an interesting person that went into a domain that's inevitable, that
True.
nobody likes to talk about or
Exactly.
mention. And here he is today shedding light to this taboo, quite unique as well. So like, if you see everyone's journey and what they've gotten from it, you notice like, wow, there's so much to take here.
True.
So,
That's so true, because when you just said like we already did 3,
right.
we got only 3. Let's keep it in this, only 3, and the amount of insights or
Yeah.
knowledge that I gained from only those three people is insane. Like
I
me
know.
personally,
Likewise, by the way.
you know. And
Yeah.
because sometimes for us living our daily life, we only get to view or see our life,
Yeah.
or maybe maximum your partner or your very close surrounding people, their perspective about what they do in life. But then you reach to a point where it's too, like, too, you're just familiar with what you know around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when
Exactly.
you expand your network and you get to meet different people with a lot of different backgrounds, it's insane. It's crazy.
It really is.
And it's very good because, as you said as well, sharing those stories and those people's backgrounds with viewers, that some people out there, whoever is watching this, can relate to it.
Yeah.
Because they
True.
might be in the same pickle or in the same situation.
Yeah.
Or some people might be interested in, like, from Just Wills. Like, there's a guy watching right now who is currently going through some will complications,
Maybe.
and he watches this video and he goes like, wow, like, this is what I needed at that moment.
Yeah.
Which is also crazy about what kind of world world and age or time we live in, to the extent of how strong social media is and the beauty of this tool if you know how to use it wisely.
Yeah.
You know,
True. True.
it's crazy because you have the power right now to share whatever you want across the whole world.
Yeah. True.
And if you use it wisely, you can help and change people's lives. But use it wisely, you know, because I feel like at this point, more than 50% of the entertainment is not towards
It's
help.
more ego boosting. Yeah. You're posting to. Yeah, it's an ego boost, I would say, for most people. The
Yes.
people that use it, especially social media.
True.
If you know what I mean, like, and there's not much content that's being produced, you know, in terms of where people can actually learn something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Rather just seeing your day-to-day life or your,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Which is, I mean,
Which
don't
is
get
not
me
bad.
wrong, not
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not like
I mean,
trying to.
every person has his own.
I do it as well.
We
You know
all
what I
do.
mean? We all do
We
it,
all
right?
do.
But like, yeah, we consume more people's lives rather than consume something that would benefit me,
Yeah.
my personal growth, my personal development.
Exactly.
You know, and I think going back to your question, why we're doing this podcast, I think it's for that main reason.
Main reason.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Because as you said, technology is being used, you know, for different reasons, personal reasons. You know, if you come dig deep, could be, as we said, ego driven, ego booster, ego whatever. But yeah, it's just interesting to see all these people what they come up with.
Of course, and I'm looking forward to meeting as many people as I can and as much people as I can, not just for myself, for the people and for the audience, to share the stories or different careers and different paths, and add, like, we want to leave, basically, me and Alex, we want to leave a mark, and we want to help everyone and ourselves through this podcast. It's
Yeah,
not just for
true.
people, it's also for ourselves as well. So
That is a very good point. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, we're gonna push hard to keep getting guests, to keep giving an audience all kinds of interesting people with their own backgrounds so they can learn something. And it will be a difficult task on us if you really come and think about it. This ain't easy,
I
you know,
know.
to come and talk to successful people in their domain. They have their busy, tight schedules, you know, and try to take a bit of their time and try to make it work with our busy schedule as well.
True.
Is dedication. you
True,
know,
it is
so-
dedication. And other than that, is sometimes when you are hosting someone and you have a guest, you need to get out of that person something valuable, you know,
Yeah.
because not everyone will share everything with you. Not everyone will share their downsides or their falls. Everyone might share with you their success or their positive side, because everyone would like to hear cheerful things,
Yeah, true.
you know.
They're
But
like, I don't want to sound negative here, so
Exactly.
let me be. Yeah.
But this is
100%.
where we come in the picture, and we have to know how to actually
Highlight
showcase
all it.
the reality, because that's
Yeah.
the whole point of this podcast. Back to the reality. you know?
Yeah, 100%.
So interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean, as well, if you also think most people, especially as of recent, there's also, I feel like, a wave of spiritual awakening too.
Yes.
You know, people are seeking deeper questions that I would say maybe a decade ago, you know, it didn't feel that way. People were more, you know, trying to, you know, seek materialistic gains rather than, obviously you still have your spiritual people out there, you know, throughout history, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking especially our generation. I feel like they're getting back to reality, back to what, you know, these main questions that, you know, we tend to ask at a certain phase in our lives, like, why are we here?
Yeah, what's
Like,
I
what's
mean,
the
by the
point
way,
of?
until today, I do ask myself this question. What is my purpose?
Yeah,
We always have that phase where no matter how much you accomplish or no matter how many things you accomplish or reach success in your life, there's always this question mark. It's what is my purpose in life? What am I sent here to do? I don't know if that question as well it clicks for you, but for me it comes in my mind every once in a while, and I think about it. Like we all do have we can dictate our own purpose. Like, oh, I dictate that, oh, my purpose should be is to, you know, make a family and lead on the next generation of mine, and I do say that to myself sometimes, but I don't know why there is sometimes you can the purpose for you is not like when you create what's my purpose. Your purpose has to come to you without you creating it.
yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It's like, you want to call it a divine intervention, maybe, where you
Yeah.
feel something all of a sudden, of an idea drops in your mind, and you're like, this is it.
Yeah, an
You
idea, or
know,
maybe I might be doing something for a while in my life, and then I figure out, oh, that is actually my purpose. Like, this is what I'm here to do, you know, like, that's it. You know, sometimes as well, I think that some people, they come to this world and they live it and they leave without knowing the purpose. What was their purpose in life? Like, what is it?
because they didn't dig deeper. If you come to think about it, they've lived in life superficially,
True.
at a shallow level. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, some people don't know better
True.
as well.
Yeah.
They weren't maybe surrounded with people that had that depth, you know,
Exactly.
in life. Because, yeah, today we go through so much, you know, between work, relationships, family, whatever it is, and like, you don't have the time to sit and think these things as well.
Think.
I mean,
Which no no
I don't want to go in the realm of the Matrix and what Andrew Tate talks about and all that.
no,
but you know what I mean.
no, but it's
You know?
true because we don't think. Let's honestly, nowadays we don't think.
Like, especially now with AI and all that.
Literally, when was the last time like we have sat within ourselves for like at least 30 minutes without looking at any technological thing like a TV or a laptop or a phone or a tablet or anything, and we're just digging with our brain and thinking about our lives?
Yeah.
When was the
because-
last time? Let's say 30 minutes at least.
Because you wanna keep up with what everyone is doing. So you're on the gram, Twitter as well, to see
TikTok.
maybe politically, economically, TikTok, you know, for
Snapchat.
you know, it's whatever it is.
YouTube. I mean, just to watch us, you can do that on YouTube.
YouTube's
but,
fine. Yeah. I consume us.
Yes. But still,
like, you're right. Like, we're all, you know, consuming content that in reality is not worth a single second of your life.
True.
But it's today's entertainment.
Exactly.
Like, back in the day, it was people sat on TVs. If you think about it, they
Yeah,
were
like
just
my
sat,
dad and we just sit
you
at
know,
home.
they had that massive remote.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And
There's
they-
actually two. There's always two.
Oh yeah, that's
one
right.
for the TV and one for the
VCR or whatever you call it. Yeah, back then the big cassettes,
Yeah, that's
you know, that
DVDs, like-
DVDs or cassette or whatever. But like, yeah, you know, I feel like every age, you know, has its entertaining devices or what have you.
But now it's getting out of hand to the like. Okay, TV is meaning living room, house.
Yeah.
That's entertainment.
Okay, you get back work, you reach your house, shower, maybe do your hour gym session, get back, shower, eat, and then you're back on your phone, right? So as soon as you sit where you can actually reflect and think, your instinct is, let me grab my phone. Where's my phone? Let me check what's happening.
Bro,
Let me follow up on what's going on.
Listen, if I lose my wallet right now, I wouldn't care less. If I lose my phone, that's a whole different scenario. I would like go crazy.
Yeah.
The phone is like that's your treasure. That's it. And we're so blindfolded, man. I mean, imagine what happens to our subconscious mind just
Oh my.
consuming every day like new things about
People, mostly it's people's lives. If you
people's
think about
lives.
it, like if you know what, I'm like, we need to experiment this. Check like on Instagram, like your usage on Instagram, for
Yeah.
instance, because Instagram for the most part, it's you catching up on what people doing
True.
or posting what you're doing,
True.
right? It's
Yeah, either
either or, right? So
Exactly.
there's no other way. So we can see it there. Like if you're spending, let's say, 4 or 5 hours a day on Instagram, for example, I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe some people
That's
do.
a norm. That's a normal thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
That number is a norm?
Yeah.
Then think about it. Now multiply that by 7, multiply it by 4, which is a month, multiply that by 12. And you notice how many hours you're wasting just catching up with people's
Yes.
lives, which
Yeah.
is, like, really think about it.
Unbelievable.
Like if you go back to like in the day where people had obviously no technology like what we have, where it was just, let's say, pen and paper
Yeah.
or books, published
Yes.
books. That's all they had, right?
And they write down like their
Yeah.
thoughts and their
Like
ideas
what
and
was their entertainment at the time?
Writing.
Forget chess
Reading.
boards, board games. Put that to the
Yeah.
side. Other than that kind of entertainment, like
Re-
that's why you
yeah.
had more poets. That's why you
Exactly.
had people more into literature back then, because they had the time to spend maybe out in the nature, reflecting, like really take the time to absorb everything around you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think we lack that today.
Yeah.
Today,
We're not soaking in the moments that we're living in our lives at all. Even like we go for trips or vacations. We travel the world, right?
Yeah.
90% of it is just you documenting those moments on your phone for the world to see.
Yeah.
Not even for you. You know?
Exactly. It's not for you.
Yes, it's not for you.
Not
It's
for
for
you.
people to see like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
creating a statement for others
Yeah.
to acknowledge you or to approve like, oh, yeah, he is there right now.
Right.
And you in that moment, instead of you just putting everything aside and just like living that moment wherever you are around that world or in that vacation, you're not doing that. You're
Yeah.
just
That is so
wasting.
true. That is so true. Or you gotta like perfect the pose for your latest post to make sure
True.
you look good on or different angles. Like especially you see girls.
yeah.
They always like have to fixate themselves. Like I remember like from my exes as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Like obviously as a boyfriend, duty. I have to
Of course, you're the
hold
you're
the phone, try to
100%.
frame it right, snap them pictures and all.
That's your purpose.
That's
like,
your
you know,
purpose.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get us wrong, but,
No, but
it's
you
a nice
get me.
gesture.
Yeah, right. But you get me.
I do.
It's it's all about getting the right angle.
Yeah,
Looking good.
you have to put it a bit higher, be a bit lower. Yeah, just that distance, and yeah, that's like,
and that's what you're doing at that trip.
bro, the way you said that right now, it came out like that's what you do on that trip, bro.
That's what you
It's
do,
like,
bro.
yeah, you meant it.
Oh man, but like you know what I
true,
mean. Like
true.
it's I don't want to say sad world we live in because it's not all
It's not a
it's not
sad-
all
it's not a
sad and
sad.
gloomy. Like
We're
maybe
we're
the
trying
way
here
we're putting it.
to correct things or let's not highlight.
highlight the bit of negative things that we
Yes.
see in this world today. Because like if you think about it, what has the next generation is gonna do to fix what we have, the issues we have today? Like we already see that when it comes to attention span, for example, what's the attention span today on Instagram for users? Until they, scroll to the next reel or what have you.
On each one, on
Yeah.
each
Well, how many seconds?
3, 4, like let's say it varies from 5 to 15 stops.
Tops.
15
Tops.
seconds.
Probably in our time, we'd watch the whole freaking video, right?
Unless it's a video which is like, okay, it will catch you, then you will go up more than 15. But majority 15 seconds tops.
That's tops. So imagine, like, probably the next generation is like 5 seconds or 10
Yeah,
seconds,
just
probably.
even now, like now, 5 seconds is a normal
Yeah,
thing.
you just and you do see them, like,
Yeah.
they just flick. So yeah, we need to get out of that instant gratification, basically.
True.
And if you recall, like back in the day, when we had to access the internet, we had to plug in
The dial-up.
the
That
dial-up.
tin-
Exactly, that funny noise. And, to get an internet connection,
Bro,
we
if
had to
Goo-
wait. Everything
Yeah.
was with wait.
Yes.
Today, nothing is with wait.
Yeah.
Everything is a
It's
push of a button.
one click
and
away.
you
That's it.
got it.
Instantly.
It's instant. My food, I just click couple of clicks, pay. My food is
Bro,
there in 30, 45
honestly,
minutes.
I remember when I used to wait for Google to open Google, it would take 5 to 10 minutes on my desktop, this big computer box
Right.
on Windows. Minimum 5 to 10 minutes for Google to open. And once it opens, it's like the heavens of the gates of heaven opened for me. Now, if I refresh my Instagram and it took more than 5 to 10 seconds to refresh, I'm like, what? Why? Why does Instagram take 10 seconds to?
Yeah, true. I
And
know
that's
you
what,
mean.
like 20 years, 30 years now? That quick, everything changed to that? Like,
It's insane.
we don't have patience anymore.
Yeah.
Even that is another, like, if we keep going, bro, we will not finish this episode.
I know, right?
There's a lot to talk about.
There
But
is.
it's we're just speaking out about how crazy things are getting out of hand and stuff. If they would ask you
Uh,
to choose one plate, okay, and in that plate you need to put food in it, and you have to eat that food every single day for the rest of your life, what would you put on that plate?
whew. And it's just, I'm looking at it from a scientifical.
To live longer,
Yes,
Oh.
not just that, healthy. Like
like
as in-
longevity.
yeah, the thing is, I need obviously proteins and carbs.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Protein for my muscle.
Yes.
And carbs for energy.
Yes.
So
Fiber.
and fiber as well. Yeah. So like, what dish?
Yes. Is there a certain dish which you order from a restaurant and you
Steak mashed potato.
steak mashed potato? Smart.
Yeah. And veggies on the side. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Like I'll do that until I die.
Yeah. Speaking of that, yesterday when I was in Dubai Mall, I went to Texas Roadhouse,
Okay. Yeah.
and I never tried Texas Roadhouse in my life.
Yeah.
And it existed in Dubai for years, and I never.
It's like more Tex-Mex, isn't it? Like it's. Is it like
It wasn't the best steak I've had,
right?
but I ordered a 450-gram sirloin,
Wow.
and I demolished it, bro. To the point where the last few bites, if you see my 450
Half a
grams.
kg. Wow.
It was cheap.
Yeah, I know.
$150. I'm like,
Go at
take
it,
my
yeah.
money for 450 grams of steak. Take it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What if I asked you
Uh-huh.
if there is one thing that you can't live without? What would it be?
I cannot live without it.
Nah.
The-
Other than money. But
well, sad enough. I mean, we were talking about it for so long. My phone.
right? Yeah, I get you, man.
My phone.
The phone.
It's my way out.
It's like
It's
your
like-
I'm not gonna say third arm,
Yeah.
but it's your augmented attachment,
Yeah.
right?
See, that's the honest answer. But if you want me to be diplomatic and be like,
Right.
a
yeah.
bit whatever, I'd say my morals.
Yeah, to showcase like you're such a good man.
Yeah.
And,
My
My
morals.
morals.
As long as I don't
Yeah.
temper with my morals and I have them intact,
Yeah.
always. That's
That
something
way-
I can't live without.
Yeah.
Not me being insane and losing my senses.
Noble, honorable man. I like that.
See, you can be both on social media. Trust me, you can be whatever you want to be.
Could be quite deceiving. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure. But I feel like you shall know them from their fruits. Don't they say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shall know them from their fruits.
Exactly.
Quite interesting take actually. The diplomatic answer and the honest answer.
Exactly.
What do you feel people mostly lie about?
They lie about their lives and themselves and everything they are. Honestly.
Wow.
Yes. Immediately. I didn't even have to think about this question.
Wow, that was that was like on top of your head.
Yeah.
Like
Because it's more of what we are now, and at this time that we're going through, everyone seeks validation.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be good in everyone else's eyes, but they don't want to be good in their own eyes.
Wow.
Yes. And they feel like people, they always feel judged. Oh, if I said this, what will this person think of me? No, they always want to say what you would like to hear.
Yeah.
And this is
Or
sad.
what society deems right or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. No one is true anymore. No one is like,
True to
hey, this
themselves.
is who
Yeah.
I am. And
Authenticity does not exist, basically. Yeah.
gone.
Interesting.
We lost it,
We lost it.
unfortunately.
We always have to look good based on what society demands from us.
Yes. Or as well, people do it in order to reach to their own desires on the back of other people as well.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot. 100%.
Like
You're just a stair step for them to get to their
exactly.
goal.
Some people would
Yeah.
also, because I'm telling you this from I've seen this in my own eyes.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? I mean, you've obviously seen it as well, multiple times.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you get to know a lot of people, a lot of relationships, what have you. Yeah, you notice these things. You notice patterns in
Yeah.
people.
Like for example, they can be something with you, and they can be completely something else with someone else.
100%. That's a very good point. Like if somebody else did something, the exact same thing you did, they'd react with you differently if the other person did it.
Exactly.
That was a very
And
good
they,
point.
and you would look at them
I've
and be
lived
like,
them.
is this the same person that I know? Like, there's no way this person has been
Been
with
like
me
he's that kind of
ye-
person all along.
They can do it for
Yeah,
years,
true. That is
and
so true.
immediately pop.
Snap one day. Yeah, true.
Unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. I feel like going back to where we've reached today in the world. Unfortunately, as you said, validation and status. That's it.
Yeah,
That's really it. If you were
Pretty
to
much.
sum it up, really, and you're expected to also show up that way, or else, you'd feel like you're either lagging, you're left behind. You know what I mean? That FOMO
Mm-hmm. yeah.
that
It's like
kicks
you're not
It's
keeping
like
up
I'm not
with,
keeping
with
up.
the,
You
with
know
the
what I mean?
trends.
Yeah, it's like if I didn't do, yeah, exactly, with the
Yeah.
trends. Like if I didn't do this, or if I didn't travel that in that certain season, you know what I mean? I'll be left out. In
Yeah,
this
nobody
world.
will
You
be
know?
interested in me anymore.
Yeah,
Nobody will give me their time, and they're like, oh, this person is so cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's funny how, and I call this the programming, society's programming. Because like every decade has its own programming.
Yes.
If you come think about it, like what was cool in the 80s is not cool in the 90s.
True, and what's
in
cool in
the
the 90s
90s
is not
in
cool
the
in
2000s.
2000s.
And now same thing, right?
Exactly.
I wonder what's the next era, what's the new programming going to be about? It drives my curiosity. Like I feel like now we're getting more into the health phase, I feel.
Yeah.
You know
Health
what I mean?
and soul, and your awakening, and
Yeah.
dig deep into meditations and the souls and the.
And also like health wise, like
Health-wise.
I've read a lot of times like posts where they're saying like in Europe a lot of bars are shutting because the youth aren't into drinking and stuff like that. For instance, I've been seeing that for a couple of years now. And you see a lot of people are hitting the gym now.
Yes.
Aloe, like what the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah.
All the girls love their aloe and matcha.
Yes.
like,
And
what the hell?
Pilates.
And Pilates. Let's
Please,
not forget.
don't.
Sorry.
That's you just messed up. Bro.
My-
You can't. No. So,
To all the ladies that wear aloe, I apologize. But yeah, it's
true.
insane.
But one more thing as well. When you said the new generation, what's up with these upcoming like teenagers? They're massive, bro. Like
massive in size.
yeah, like what? I mean, what
Really?
are they eating?
Oh,
Because
Right.
I've seen like I go to the gym and I see this 18-year-old or 20-year-old guy and he's just like jacked, bro. He's massive, and I'm like, what?
like steroid massive way?
No,
or
like let's say
natural
bodybuilding,
bodybuilding way?
natural. And I'm like,
Interesting.
when I was 17, I was like,
Oh, yeah,
I was skinny, bro.
Yeah. Interesting, yeah.
Because I think back in the day for us, the gym wasn't. I mean, it was kind of a thing, but it wasn't as much as it is today.
It was a niche, more for specific or individuals that are so into.
Yeah. If we
gymming
wanted
and
to
what
go
have-
hit the
yeah,
gym,
true.
it will be maybe one gym in one whole block to find the gym.
Actually, and not only that, like now
with the social
looking
media as well.
back,
Yeah.
I remember, I had 2-3 guys that gymmed from my entire like circles that I
Yes.
know that gymmed
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah.
No one else did. I remember like from my teenage years and even early 20s. But now you see it more,
Yeah.
way more. So I do think we are in the health era
We are.
phase.
We are.
We are. I think, yeah, for sure. But interesting. I never knew, you'd have these teenagers these days.
Yeah, man. I
Are
see
you
5
think
plates
they're
deadlifting.
popping? But as well, now we have more awareness about what you should be eating, like what body type are you,
Yes.
mesomorph,
Plus,
whatever.
enhancements are so easy to get.
Enhancement
now.
you know what I mean? And they're like, he can simply ask ChatGPT
ChatGPT.
or your Meta AI.
Give me a cycle.
Give me, give me what food I should eat, nutrients.
Send me the guy's
supplements,
number.
what have you. You know what I mean? Like, nah, not that accent, but you know what I mean.
Kareem box. Send it to my home.
Yeah, it's
It's
all the knowledge
accessible,
is
yeah.
there, so it's easier to know what to do
True,
as well.
true.
You know what I mean? Like you can even ask, I want to do chest day. What should I do?
Like,
It'll tell you
yeah.
and how many sets.
Back
how
in
many
the day,
this.
we didn't
We
know
had
what
to
do.
figure it out,
Yes.
or ask a coach, or pay for PTs to start understanding how to bodybuild.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I think we kind of all started that way, or with a friend.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel it's an interesting era we're living now in the 2010 slash 2020 to 2030 era.
What will we see flying cars?
I mean, they're already testing
The
these,
drones.
drones,
Yeah.
right? The taxi drones.
Will we live in that era?
I think no, they're gonna start in 2027. They said 28. No,
The drone,
27.
the drone, yeah.
27. I think. Or
yes.
End of 26, 27. I can't remember exactly, but
Yeah.
somewhere around there. So I see it happening very soon, but the concept for me is a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But man, I guess we're gonna have to probably use it at some points.
True.
Especially when you see it going back, when it becomes a trend, when it becomes a thing where people go like, "Oh, I'm taking a drone now" or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably there'll be like TikToks about it and Instagram reels.
Unbelievable, man.
Can you imagine that time?
That's crazy. Like, hey, yeah, let's hop on the drone and get out of here after this podcast.
Yeah. For instance, have you called the drone yet?
Oh, well, let me check.
You check right now, man. We gotta go, bro.
I go to the top of the building, take the drone, and leave. Wow, crazy.
That would be crazy.
But looking back at this, maybe 20 years down from now, somebody
world-
watches this video and they're like,
Damn,
they were
these
talking
guys-
about drone. It's like a normal thing now.
Yeah, literally. And I think we will get there eventually.
What's there in Area 51? Do you know?
I don't want to get arrested today, bro.
I feel, isn't it an area where they have this technological things that they don't introduce it to the world until the right time comes? Is
That's the
it?
conspiracy theory.
Ah.
That's the conspiracy. But how much evidence is there to these claims? I don't know personally, but it is quite interesting. I mean, there has been military presence there for a long time, so probably they have conducted tests and experiments. I mean, we all know that. But what have they done? I don't think anyone can really specify or tell you what's going on there. I mean, we're assuming at that point what they're doing. But it's quite interesting. UFOs, like, do you believe in UFOs, for instance?
Bro, I love
Do you-
talking about
Extraterrestrial creatures out there, like, do you believe in all that stuff? Or?
I love watching these videos about these conspiracies and all of these, like, oh, there's a UFO. I love it, man. I spend hours watching it. I'm like, yeah, I'm always intrigued to know, like, people that, what's missing. I want to know everything.
I know.
I don't know. That's for another episode.
But that's for another episode.
And if the world is flat or rounded as well, never know. What's behind Antarctica? I don't know. There's a lot.
Oh, man.
There's a lot.
We got to go travel there and see what's going
Yeah.
on in that part of the world.